All right, welcome back to the Onebar and Lupagus show. I'm Onebar with Lupagus and Alec Lewis putting out there, and really, I would say, a fair amount of Twitter people out there. A lot of concern about this wide receiver 3 for the Vikings, so we're gonna dig into that.
We are going to dig, but before we take our shovels out, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like, and comment as well. You know, it's June 24th, not a lot going on in the world of the Vikings, but we'll be here talking about purple pretty much every single day.
You are damn right. So Vikings, KJ Osborne, Gonzo. So wide receiver 3, is it a concern? We're going to talk about it. As of now, I think it's fair to say that Brandon Powell, that handsome fella down in the corner, is wide receiver 3. Should we be concerned?
Let's talk about Brandon Powell last year, what he did. He was technically wide receiver 4, kind of thrust up the depth chart when Justin Jefferson got hurt. He caught 29 balls on 44 targets for 324 yards and a touchdown. And he also got some carries of the backfield. So he stepped up, and he was a reliable target for Kirk Cousins and Nick Mullins and Josh Dobbs and
Jaron Hall.
Everybody.
And this isn't like a pile on Brandon Powell by any means. Dude is a very good wide receiver. He was probably born to be that number 3, number 4 guy. As far as concerns, I mean, yeah, he played really well last year. I mean, if he had drops, there was very minimum.
So let's talk about the concern for wide receiver 3. Brandon Powell in that role, I'm not concerned at all. I'm fine with that. I'm 100% fine with that. Having Brandon Powell be that guy. I have other concerns we'll talk about, but as far as Brandon Powell filling that role, I'm fine with that.
Concern level for me, this is probably like the third position I'm more concerned. I'm more concerned about the interior offensive line, more concerned about the defensive line. But I would say I'm a little bit concerned, and the main reason is like last year when he played, he went from 4 to 3, which is fine. My more concern is like with Hockenson being out, we're gonna need as many pass catchers as possible out there. And if someone were to go down like a Jordan Addison or Justin Jefferson, that's where it becomes a concern. Like, who are you going to elevate? Brandon Powell was in a number 2. So that's where the concern lies for me.
Well, and the concern too, I mean, for the wide receiver position, I'm just concerned about the overall depth, like beyond wide receiver 3, like who's going to be 4 or 5, and can those guys step up like Powell did last year? So you kind of touching that right there. But as far as the overall need for wide receiver 3, I think also what we got to remember is Aaron Jones as a receiver out of the backfield is going to have a much bigger role than Alexander Madison did last year. So you're looking for an extra pass catcher, he's right there in your backfield. You got Bob Toney and Johnny Munt probably splitting that pass catching role with Josh Oliver mixed in, primarily your blocking tight end, but he'll get some targets too. So overall, as wide receiver 3 in this year's offense, assuming Jordan Addison Justin Jefferson don't get hurt, I'm not really worried about the position being key to our offense.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, the big thing is our guys up front don't get hurt. But close your eyes, picture this: Vikings, $26 million to throw around. Oh, they signed Hunter Renfrow, another guy who was really born to be that wide receiver 3. Brandon Powell goes to 4. Gives us a little bit of depth. We're not relying on like Jalen Naylor, Sherfield, guys like that. That is a wet dream.
It'd make you feel better. It'd be like when we brought in Dalton Risner. Like you feel better about the position overall. You feel better about the depth. You have 2 guys you can count on here. So it would make everybody feel a lot better having Hunter Renfrow on this team.
Yeah, and really, I mean, our options, if we were going to look elsewhere, is pretty much Hunter Renfrow or some guy like Jalen Naylor, somebody just absolutely steps up and is like, holy shit, this guy is an actual legit wide receiver 3. Powell can go to 4, whatever. But there's not a ton of options out there. It's late in the game. They opted not to look at receiver, which we thought they would in the draft. And we're just kind of dealing with what we got.
And what we got may be Thayer frickin' Thomas.
Thayer is going to step up and get 26 receptions this year and 3 touchdowns. And we will go wild.
Buck wild, buck naked.
Buck wild, buck naked. Let us know in the comments. Are you concerned about wide receiver 3? You got other concerns? I mean, maybe they're personal concerns. We'd love to hear them.
We want to hear them. And I think I've dropped this fact before, but I think it's very important that we all remember this, that Cookie Monster's first name is Sid.
I don't know that.